Welcome to Our Life Simplified. I'm Laura, and Todd is my husband. On this channel, we share our journey of transforming our 5-acre property into a Tuscany-inspired mini-homestead and peaceful outdoor oasis. From DIY builds and garden projects, to raising chickens and culinary adventures, including cooking, baking, and grilling, and everything in between. We are creating a space that's both functional and charming, one intentional step at a time. Welcome to our home. In today's video, I'm going to be taking it outside on our back patio area. This video, I'm going to be focusing on transforming a hummingbird feeder stand to kind of match our Tuscany-inspired homestead that I've been creating over the last several years. Aside from our hobbies of gardening and tending to chickens and incubating chickens and other various DIYs, such as this Tuscany-inspired farmhouse table, which I do plan on doing a video on that. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But this table has held up to like 10 to 12 people whenever we have big gatherings, which is perfect. But one of the other things that we enjoy to do is watch nature in our backyard. Hummingbirds are one of those birds that do like to come into our yard. I decided I needed to go ahead and do an update on my hummingbird feeder stand that I already have. That was kind of from an upscale project. When a company that specializes in hummingbird feeders reached out to me and asked if I would be interested in doing a video showing the unboxing of one of their hummingbird feeders, and I said, of course. So this gave me the perfect opportunity to update our hummingbird feeder stand. How I came about having the hummingbird feeder stand is I had done a project a few years ago, and I actually did a video on it, where I took 5-gallon buckets and filled it with concrete, put a 4x4 post in it, added some like hooks, like hanging hooks, could be for plants or whatnot. I added one of those hooks on each of the 5 4x4 posts, and I added a string of lights that helped illuminate the back patio area if we were going to have events when it got dark. Well, as time went on, we changed our security lights to LED lights. And so now that we had the lighting that was appropriate for the back patio area when it got dark, if we had any events, I decided I no longer needed the lights. It also made the back patio look a little bit busy. So I cut down the 4x4s in all of the buckets except one, which I used to make the table that is on our patio. I'll show you. This is the table that I built basically free because I had all the material, but I had used the 4x4s for the legs, and then I had some 2x4s, and I made this table. With the remaining bucket, I decided we love watching birds. We love the hummingbirds. Let's make a hummingbird stand. I took all the hooks off of the previous project and I added them all to one of the 4x4s, which is right behind me in the 5-gallon bucket of concrete. And I decided that would be a perfect place to hang hummingbird feeders. When Goyte, which I think I pronounced it correctly, reached out to me and they shared with me that they made hummingbird feeders and had requested that I do some type of a video that might integrate their hummingbird feeder, I thought this was the perfect opportunity to redo this hummingbird feeder stand so that it could fit in with our Tuscany-inspired back patio and our 5-acre homestead. I started with some free pallets that both Todd and I can get from both of our workplaces, and I started pulling off the boards one by one in the whole pieces because I wanted the pieces to be as long as possible. And then I went ahead and I took the opportunity to pull out the nails in the area where I needed to cut it in half. I cut these to approximately 16 inches high, which was the perfect height to cover this 5-gallon plastic bucket. I'm thinking I'm just going to need 6 boards, but then I have some left over, and I'm thinking maybe I can make some kind of a box that I can place out on our Tuscany style table that is on our back patio as well, where we can maybe put candles or something, or like mason jars with flowers in them or something like that whenever we have get-togethers. And then I took a small piece of wood that we had as scrap in the garage, and I braced it on the back side, which is technically on the inside closest to the bucket, so you can't see the bracing. But I laid them where it was 3 boards wide, and I had to have 4 of them for each side, so I had 12 pieces that I had cut down to size, and I think it is perfect in terms of fitting into this Tuscany-inspired back patio area. Now, I did make some hummingbird food. I went ahead and I'll go ahead and show you a quick video that's like a minute long on how I make the hummingbird feed. Now for the hummingbird food, super, super easy to make. I already have 8 cups in here. I have 8 cups of this water. The ratio is a 1:4, so 1 cup of sugar to 4 cups of water. I'm quadrupling this. So I have 16 cups of water in here, and this is 4 cups of sugar. I'm just gonna bring this to a boil. I'm gonna let this completely cool before filling the hummingbird feeders. So I have it on high. I'm gonna let it cook for a while. I'll be right back. Only cost me, I did a cost breakdown, it only cost me, based on the sugar that I had purchased and that I still have, 34 cents a cup. So you multiply that by 4, and I believe it is $1.26, I think, if I did the calculations correctly, for making all of this hummingbird food. I know I'll have some left over, so I'll just store it in the fridge, whatever I don't pour into the hummingbird feeders. So let me go ahead and quickly fill the bird feeders. And then I'm gonna do an unboxing of what they sent me. I haven't opened it yet, so I have no idea what it looks like. I just told them to surprise me. And then I will show you how that bird feeder kind of functions. Hang it up. I'm gonna add a little bit of Spanish moss at the bottom. I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second. And then let me know what you think. And then I'll do a final reveal. And I'll make sure that I do a little video footage of the hummingbirds hitting the feeders. And I predict that we will see some within a matter of a couple of hours. Now, as a side note, I have not had hummingbird feeders out for probably a month, just because I haven't gotten around to doing this. We had a death in the family, and so a lot of things got delayed. But anyways, we're here now, we're updating this now, and I'm excited to see what the final result is gonna look like. So let's go ahead and do a quick unboxing. This is the box that it comes in. Alright. You're seeing this at the same time that I am seeing it for the first time. It looks like it's packaged pretty well. It's got some instruction sheets. Hummingbird feeder, user manual. All right, let's go ahead and see what this looks like. Got a lot of these. Oh boy. Let me get all that off. I'll be right back. So this is a cute little feeder. It's red, obviously. The holes where the hummingbirds can feed. This is a plastic, feels like a plastic top. You just unscrew that. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I will fill the feeder in that. This can come off. Okay, so it looks like it will be for easy cleaning. All right. Now, if you want me to do a follow-up video after I've been using this for several months, let me know in the comments and I can give you an update later. But let me go ahead and add the food in here and I'll get everything hung up and put together. That feels like it held a lot more liquid than these other hummingbird feeders that I have. So let's see what this looks like. I'll put up. So here is the feeder. I've got the other feeders up. We have this one up. Now, let's wait and see how long it takes for the hummingbirds to come. But let me finish out the look and show you the unveiling of the final project. I bought some Spanish moss. I got it on sale. It's this product of Mexico. Looks like it's 875 cubic inches. I wanted to just kind of fill in this base because you could see the concrete with the plastic bucket. I just wanted to kind of hide that. And I thought this would be the best way to do it. Kind of shove it down in the corner. How does that look? Oh, that looks so good. I hope birds don't make nests out of this. So this is the before. And this is the after. This is approximately 1 inch, which is a great heavy-duty thickness for these boards. Check that out. I love the look of this wood, and I think it's going to go great with our Tuscany-inspired back patio. Now, I'm not a huge fan of how this stands out, so if this works out well, I might buy more. I like things that look cohesive and that look like they go together, but the most important thing is if the birds like it. Hang on a second, I'll let you know how long it took for the hummingbirds to show up. I'm going to do a whole span. So this is the view of my Tuscany-inspired back patio. That kind of goes along with my little homestead that I am creating. I think this is not only beautiful, but it will be functional. But stand by, I'll show you some clips of the hummingbirds that show up. Oh, and the light on top is a solar light. So at night that does come on. So what do you think of the Tuscany-inspired feeder stand? What's your favorite way to bring nature into your outdoor space? Do you have any special recipes or tips for attracting hummingbirds? I'd love to hear them, and if I use your idea in a video, I'll be sure to give you a shout out. If you're interested in these feeders, I'll be sure to share the links below. Oh, and before we go, I have another project I want to show you that I need input on, but stay tuned because I will be showing you the hummingbirds at the end. But let me show you another project that I need some input on that I've been wanting to get resolved. So this is going to be an upcoming video of however I decide to do this. I've got a few ideas swirling around, but I'm not quite sure what direction I'm going to take it yet. So I'd love to hear your input. Melted siding. Let's just say it had something to do with me giving Todd advice, something about a grill, and he didn't take it. Anyways, that's he might have a different story, but that's my story. So what ideas do you have to help fix this little problem? Let me show you. Now it's kind of messy right now because I got a bunch of plants. Let me try to back up and show you the area that I'm referring to. So this is our Tuscany-inspired table on the back patio, and then you come and look here. Without having to rip out the siding and starting over, what are some suggestions you have? Like I said, I have some ideas swirling around in my head, but I would love any input that you may have. And if I use your idea, I will be sure to give you a shout out. If you'd like to keep watching our other projects, I'll pop up a couple of videos with more of our DIY projects and anything regarding our mini homestead. Could have anything to do with cooking, grilling, baking DIYs, anything to do with the chickens, gardens, landscaping, and pool. We do have a saltwater pool. I don't think we've added chemicals in this pool since we opened the pool. That is our saltwater system. So if you have a pool, and if you would like to know more information about how to keep a super clear pool using a saltwater system, we can share what we use and how we go about taking care of the pool very, very minimally. Very minimal work. I think the most work we do is we have to clean out the skimmer boxes by emptying the leaves or any debris that floats into the skimmer boxes. I'll try to catch a few of those beautiful hummingbirds on the feeder before I wrap it up, because honestly, they're the real stars of this little patio corner. Their visits always feel like a bit of magic. There's some whimsy to hummingbirds, I feel. Thanks for spending time with me here on Our Life Simplified. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know your ideas for that next project I mentioned earlier. Stay inspired, stay grounded, and I'll see you soon. Until next time, thank you for watching.